And as you can see, Greg Murphy, who won Heat 1, has had an engine change, has to start from the end of pit lane. Checking out the grid for you, Morris is on pole in Brabham. Murphy in the pit lane. Ellery is out. His car expired. O'Brien is there. Phil Ward, how's that car there? Allen at the rear of the grid also. He has got a clutch problem. Along with Brad Jones, who had that big shut in qualifying, starting again from the back of the grid. Away they go. And look at Jones coming up on the outside there, running down the track. And also Phil Ward, the Mercedes. Good start from him, weaving from side to side, all over behind Charlie O'Brien in the BMW. Tony Scott, that's Richard. Here's Jones, round the outside, up with that punch already. In behind Tony Scott's Volvo. Terrific stuff. Up front, the BMWs. Through they come now. This is the point of view from Brad Jones. Look at him, round him up. That's Warwick Brooklyn there in the red and yellow Peugeot. Richards in the Alfa Romeo. He goes round the outside. Oh, boy. You're riding with Brad Jones. Big one. Oh, somebody off there. And that looks like Hardman and Tweedy. Some body damage there too. Tweedy getting away in the little Ford. Hardman in the Hyundai has left half the car there. Back front, two BMWs. Point of view. There's the Hyundai of Hardman. Starts to go. Oh, yeah, just loses it. Boomo. Jeff Allen hits him there. Big time, too. And takes the front of the car off. Tweedy got involved with that. And there's the Hyundai of Hardman going into the pits minus the front wing. Look at this. Phil Ward in the Merc. He's all over the track, finding a line. It's got plenty of grunt as he comes down the straight in behind Charlie O'Brien. Now, I've had a look at the cars that went round the Merc. It looks like it's got like a biplane wing on it. He's found a loop in the rule book here. We'll get a look at it. There it is there. One wing sits on the other. Now, I'm not quite sure that's legal, but it's working. Ward in behind O'Brien. Riding with Ward now. There's O'Brien. I can't believe how tough this thing is. It hit the tyre wall, was airborne. Watch him come down the straight now. Got plenty of poke. Up behind the BMW, you see O'Brien just covers the line there. Terrific stuff from Ward. Dives out wide. Can he get round O'Brien? Brad Jones. Jones in behind Tony Scott. Been a dicer. He's been behind him now for a little while. Tony Scott doing a terrific job in the Volvo. Brad Jones, what about his starts today off the rear of the grid? He's been sensational. Riding with Brad Jones in the Audi, chasing Tony Scott's Volvo. Interesting to note too, the Volvos have been on the front row of the grid, in fact taking a pole position over in England. But look at Jones now on the charts as he comes up inside last year's model, the Estate. So Jones battling from the rear of the grid. It's been another great drive. Look at this though. What about this battle? Phil Ward in the Merc goes wide, throws it through, tries to get the momentum through the corner, and he's chasing Charlie O'Brien. O'Brien in the New Zealand-headed BMW, but this is a beautifully turned out car, Phil Ward's, and it really is something to drive. Have a look at him. Work with him. Remember, he went off in this area in the first of the races. It gets really light over here, doing about 160 clicks, hard on the brakes, down into second gear, and in behind O'Brien. Nice driving from Phil Ward in the big Merc. It's got plenty of power too, I'll tell you. Up front, it's still Brabham and Morris in the two Diet Coke cars. But this is where the real action is at the moment. O'Brien being really hustled and bustled by Phil Ward. Oh, now that's a Peugeot. I would think that's Ian Spur. Yes, it's Ian Spurl's car. Wow, I think it must have hit the wall. It's pretty badly damaged, and here's a replay. Oh, hit the wall. He's got it up on two wheels. Thought he was a motorbike. Bam, crash into the wall. That is a big shunt. Well, let's hope he's all right. There's the end result of that on another angle. You can see the perspex and fiberglass metal coming off the car. Let's hope he's okay. Back with Murphy now, the Kiwi. He's dicing with Stephen Richards in the Alfa Romeo. They go past the wreck there. Warwick Brooklyn back in the Peugeot after a shunt. Down they come, Murphy. Stephen Richards shuts him out the Alfa. Nice driving, Richards. Is he going to get me work his way through? Murphy says, you want to play the game? I'll play the game. Takes him. on a charge. Remember, he started from the end of pit row after an engine change. Won the first of the rounds here at Oran Park. And that's a good drive up in front there. That's Graham Moore in the Opal. That's a pretty little motor car, the grey and red car. Now you're with Tony Scott in the Volvo. Oh, there's the Opal. Terrific drive now from Graham Moore. He takes Tony Scott down the straight yet again. This is Moore, Scott, Murphy. Murphy on the outside, Stephen Richards behind him, Murphy. He's picking up one place a lap. Terrific drive again from the Kiwi. Absolutely flying in the Audi. Moore weaving, ducking, trying to use all of the road now. Trying to hold Murphy out. Moore in the Opal. Good to see manufacturers we haven't seen in Australia before racing here at Sydney's Oran Park. The crowd loving every minute of it. Murphy now, he's always competitive, he's always aggressive. Can't make too much ground on the Opal there, though. Let's see what he does under brakes. Tony Scott. Richards, you can see the debris there from that crash of Ian Spurl, so they'll have to be careful. The last thing you'd want now is a puncher. Stephen Richards up on the inside of Scott. That's from Scott's point of view. Richards grabs him. Listen to him work the Volvo. Whoop. Richards with a little bump off the strips there, all trying pretty hard. What about this, Dice? It has not stopped, let me tell you. It has been fantastic. And Phil Ward still hunts up Charlie O'Brien, but Brad Jones up with this group. Gee whiz, what a drive. What a drive. Jones now looks for an inside run. Can't. Ward just shuts him down, goes round the outside of O'Brien. How brave's that in the big Merc? Now puts the power down. Now we ride with him. Have a listen to the Merc at work. Oh, terrific stuff as he works the gearbox and works that steering wheel. Jones all over the back of him now. Jones will make a run up the inside. Ward shuts the gate there. Over the top. Hard on the brakes now. Out they come through the debris there that's laying on the track. The power of the Mercedes as he comes down in behind Charlie O'Brien. Takes a different line this time. Tries to run up the inside. Jones right in behind him. O'Brien covering every angle he can. He's got a face full of rear view mirror at the moment, just watching what's coming behind him. Pretty hard stuff, all over the back of him. Now look at Jones. Jones trying to ride past the Mercedes. Not too many places he can do it here. That thing looks about 24 feet wide. Up they come, O'Brien. Back onto the main straight. Unbelievable good racing this is. Jones lifts a wheel. Stay with us. Riding with Brad Jones now. Comes down the left-hander at the end of the main straight. Phil Ward and the Mercedes up in front of him. Then Charlie O'Brien in the New Zealand BMW. Look at this Merc all over the track, but he's doing a great job, Phil Ward, driving his heart at the moment. Jones started from the rear of the grid. A terrific job. Charlie O'Brien's been fast all through the day in this BMW from across the Tasman. Jones, O'Brien, Ward flashes through there. Ward, this car's really nicely balanced as it comes back onto the main straight. Sits nicely, not going quite as close to the wall. There's still some debris there from an accident earlier on involving Spurl's car. Down they come again, O'Brien, Ward. Look at Jones. Look at Jones. Jones decides to go up the inside. Ward closes it. Oh, BMW. Coke car spinning. Not sure who that is. One went off, though. Remember, Brabham and Morris are up in front. And that's Morris. Morris has had the spin. Watch this. Whoa. He's been doing that all day. Won't be a happy chappy over that. That bumps him back one. For the second time today, he's got to charge through. Morris. O'Brien. Ward. Have a look at this, the two Audis now. What a... Oh, now they lock up. Who's that? Jones locks it up at the end of the straight. He gets bumped back one. You've got BMW, Audi, Mercedes, BMW. What a lineup. Here they go, Ward getting hounded now. Jones coming through. Lost that much ground when he hit the brakes and locked them up. They're so quick, these cars. As far as the momentum goes, you lose a bit and you'll drop back 4 or 5 lengths. Murphy now, he joins the battle, trying to get past the widest Mercedes he's ever seen in his life. Ward, though, he's been spectacular today, really throwing the car round, had a big bingle, got it back together, still going. Murphy up the inside, and Morris locks it up again. Oh, how hard are they trying? Look at Ward. Chasing Murphy. Morris now all over the back of him. See him look up into the mirrors. It almost looks like he's grinning. I think he's really just gnashing the teeth. He's had plenty of pressure with a capital P today. Morris now hounds Ward. Gee, you got to feel sorry for Morris. He got punted off by Murphy in race number 1. In heat number 2, he's just spun on his own accord, just trying so hard. That's what it looked like anyway. BMW, Audi, Mercedes, BMW, then Audi. Oh, the thing really gets snappy in the tail now. Morris trying really hard at that part of the circuit. Now he's all over the back of Ward. Ward doing a terrific job, and I think, touch there. Morris up the inside, couldn't get through. Ward waves him through. He's had enough, Bill Ward. He's run the white flag up. And he doesn't do that too often, I'll tell you. This is the battle for second place. It's a 4-way tussle. Brabham out in front, but this is where the action is. We'll stay here. O'Brien, Murphy. Through they come. Morris, Ward, Jones. What a battle. Enthralling stuff. Down they come. Ward now has got Jones closing. Here's the Volvo of Tony Scott. Got a really good performance up, Scott. He's been fractionally off the pace today. Could be tyres. I'm not quite sure of the setup here, but he's just hasn't been as quick as we saw him in the series earlier on. Locks one up big time and smack bang! Straight into the wall, and that was a hard hit. There's damage there. Tony Scott just locked him up, and momentum took him into the wall. You can't make a mistake at Oran Park there. You've got to hit the wall. See it again. Locks him up. Oh, that's a big impact from Tony Scott. I'd say a lot of big dollars. This is on board. Oh, boy. That is a hit. Bad luck for Tony Scott. Ward. Into the straight. He's got the heavy shake as well. Round he goes. Ward backs it up onto the grass. The big bird. He's got to have very little rubber compound left on the rims, I reckon. He's been really throwing this thing round big time. There he goes into the boonies. So most of the major players now have had a moment or two. The big action, of course, Brabham still in front, but this is the battle for second and third. O'Brien and Morris. Time running out. 2 BMWs. This is a trans-Tasman battle with 2 Gold Coast-based drivers. The 2 Queenslanders are hard at it, with a car in it from BMW for O'Brien, and of course the Australian BMW of Morris. Side by side. Doesn't matter. Morris pretty brave round the outside. O'Brien holds his line now. Morris goes a little wide and loses some ground. Too brave. Yeah, well, it's all about being smooth, and that's exactly what O'Brien's doing. This is the last lap. Battle for second and third. Jeff Brabham, he's out in front at the moment. Look at Morris really trying. You can see the attitude of the car there. But O'Brien, I think, will hold him out now. Jeffrey Brabham takes his first win in the BMW. Terrific result for him. He's been good all day. Look, not far behind that battle. Second and third, here they come. O'Brien second. Great drive from Charlie O'Brien. And Paul Morris, aggressive as ever. Recapping the results now, Jeffrey Brabham in the Diet Coke BMW from Charlie O'Brien, the New Zealand BMW. Morris, teammate, another BMW. Then Jones and Murphy in the out.